Alright. I like watching this intro. Game's got a great art style. Do 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 do. Loading. Alright. So we left off. Best girl was dead. She got a good stabbing. Oh. Hina. Right. We're gonna call you Hina. Because Aoi is... That's a weird name. Oh, this game's so Japanese. Oh, right. I blacked out because corpse. Oh, damn. Oh, you're awake. Finally. Are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. What? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here. It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened? She dead. Stab. Screaming. Are you okay? No! Why would I be okay? It was not a dream. I saw a real dead body with pink blood all over the place. That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of... Gross. I shot up and took off running. Where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka's... You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself. Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. Please stop showing me this. That's really depressing. Dead cinnamon buns are not the best cinnamon buns.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But
Then who did it? Who killed her?
come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka. Don't be stupid, that's... What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Who says that? A creepy bear, apparently. Night bear. Nightmare bear. Don't you remember what I told you when all this began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious? Someone killed someone. It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. Hoo 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 hoo. Okay, that's a laughing sound.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... Naive! You're just so naive! You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey.
You're super naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No, no, no. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So, a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep. It'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end.
Okay.
As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it. Well...
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution?
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper
That's not dark at all. So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed.
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Wait, hold on a second. You're freaking insane, you know that? A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this? Stop it.
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What are you talking about?
Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something. Say whatever you want, I'm not going to be a part of this.
I don't believe it. Stop it.
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want, it's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... Uh-oh.
Enjoying yourself now. Are you?
Uh-oh.
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear Gunyear.
Oh. Oh. Sure.
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well, then.
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson. After all, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc.
Etc.
So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
She's full of holes. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. Why is her blood pink? It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who up until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being. It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. Thank you for that. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well then.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it...
The Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down. Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
It's a good point. The judge has to be able to make a proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. Okay. With that, Monokuma disappeared again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. For who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey.
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What? In other words...
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you, anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away. Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. So do I. I want to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Boing. Well, let's start with the Junko body. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for her pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? That means everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever, man, right? It's really real. Hell no. Someone save me, let me out. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that. Alright, well, let's just work our way from the left, I guess. Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Toko? She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. Chihiro?
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They... I don't think I'm going to learn anything useful here. Sakura? We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. Come on, man. Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the thing. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Well, fuck you.
so then.
Fine. Then I'll stay on guard on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op. Base defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
what the heck?
I hate this, but we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
Oh,
So, you finally noticed. Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right. And could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second. You got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to just believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
so then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So.
well, do I really have to say any more?
Shooty.
I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. Just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking dead.
I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know, and we're going to investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is very suspicious.
It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Oh, Jesus. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you. Alright, guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left, and their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise everyone will...
execution is execution. Execution. Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Can't wait. Can't let that happen. Can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka? Investigate. Guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizuno. At the time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Truth bullets. Alright. Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Alright. No way, I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune. Help me. Oh man, I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Okay. I guess we'll take a look around, see if anything looks out of place. Her right wrist appears to have been fractured. Okay. I'm sure I'm not going to find anything else here. We won't make any progress without investigating the crime. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Well, let's start with that drawer. Toolkit is still inside. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this. Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo. We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of the guys have opened the toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullets section. Okay. Table was knocked over. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Hmm? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the bullets. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? But this isn't a real sword. The replica sword I brought back for defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off the parts of the blade, and the handle. The handle is especially missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you touch it just a little bit. Okay. That is still my key on the ground, right? Yeah. It has my name on it, so it's my room key. That's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys. Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that's impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Huh. Well, let's talk about this broken door. That's what I was trying to do, but alright. How about the notepad? The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. A surveillance camera. The mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening, they just keep on watching. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Kyoko? Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But...
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching.
Searching?
she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, it's definitely
you
possible.
son of a bitch.
That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Yes, we did this already.
well,
Well, there's the hilt. The sheath. Does this mean it was used in the attack? And plus the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath. But, huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Lint roller just sits here. Looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? You nerd. Can I go investigate the room yet? Evidently not. This is one of the monitors. Wait, what is that? It's the display stand the sword was on. Okay. Not helpful in the least. But I looked at the bed.
well.
Oh, okay, I guess I clicked on the door. What the hell am I missing? I'd like to click on the bathroom door itself.
What are you? Isn't it all? No, I'm searching. Did you lose?
She suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so
I've searched your floor from one corner to another. and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Can I go in the bathroom now? On the other side of this door. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push the panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Oh, it's really depressing to look at. Looking at her made it painfully clear that it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Hello. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. That is not what that says. Did Sayaka do this? I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's not the time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where did they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both of her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. That's not what I wanted to... The water for the showers gets turned off at nighttime. Yeah, I knew that. Doesn't appear to be anything more useful there. It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers? Most likely that's Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So,
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
well,
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me.
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obviously not going to tell me. Okay. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame. Truth bullets.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Uh-huh. The doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem.
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional. Why would someone want to do that?
So,
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought, then apparently struck with a sudden realization. She shot a question at me.
just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. What clears what up? I am so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob. Still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look elsewhere. Start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Out we go. Wait. This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's rooms were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? What's with this angle? Hi, Leon.
Seems like
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? You already did that. Get off my ass. Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Ms. Mizano doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Let's go check out the trash room. But it's shut. Okay. Okay. There's a hatch on the floor. There's a padlock on it. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past. It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further.
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty.
No, you can't go any further.
Okay. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
Go any further.
Cleaning duty, huh? Who was on cleaning duty, huh? Yes. Yeah. Into the kitchen. Hi, Hina. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Hanging out in the dining hall. Well, start with the knives. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here. Too big to small, but looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or? We better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set added to the truth's bullets. Ah. Hey, so did you notice that one of the knives is missing?
Yeah, totally.
Weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that? Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure, you can tell everyone, I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Hina's account, okay. By the way, did you really kill Sayaka? Of course not. I would never. Hina, Do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Ah, great. I have accomplished so very much. You butt whistle. Can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? No.
Such ignorance.
You're like a child lost in the woods, you know that? A total waste of space. What do you mean? Taka's the only one who has any interest in organizing things like that. Good point. Let's go find Taka. There he is. Hi, Taka. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning. Really?
Listen to me.
He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. So you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong.
Actually, no. Okay, then who is? Hifumi was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. So he's on cleaning duty then.
Count on it.
Indeed, but we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long. And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you. Alright, Hifumi. Alright, Hifumi, fatty fat. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room? Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh,
I just decided to volunteer for something and I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You.
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it? Like,
You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, and poking around at it.
there's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D. Yeah, well, 2D girls, best girls.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn... Ooh, excuse me. Then turn to...
Completely unforgivable.
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed but to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duties, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss? No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it.
So easy. Fumi and I headed down to the trash room. Oh, Hifumi. Okay. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Is that a Shawshank Redemption reference? Fumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt.
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! No, I just want to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Really? Meatloaf? Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape is part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence that the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece. Now, how about this ball? There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. It's just nerd references constantly with this kid. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball. Let's look inside. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
What? Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
What? What was that?
As soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Incinerator has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't.
Completely unforgivable.
What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon?
Why me?
I'm sure of it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one.
Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Yes. Go to the gym. The Jimmity Jimmity Gym. Hi, Taka. Should there still be, I don't know, a couple people I need to talk to up in here. Not the body. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No, 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 no. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Seriously. Makoto, what are you doing here, man? What? Does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Really? He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, it's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. Means anyone could have found it and taken it. Great. That's all I wanted to know, Hero. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? It's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Chihiro. This girl's cute. I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
What is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Because I'm a complete fucking moron. Could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No. I'd like to get to the trial, but we'll see how far we get tonight. Laundry's over there. Magazines. Has nothing to do with this case. Yeah, a bathing suit that has nothing to do with this case. A vending machine that has nothing to do with this case.
Seems like
Something doesn't seem right. Okay. Well, I got the nameplate figured out.
very
I'm still responsible for her death, huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? I don't know if that's true. I don't believe that she was killed because I suggested we switch rooms. She's dead because of me. Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then fuck. Nothing helpful in here.
by the way. You son of a bitch. Shit. You're fucking. Yo.
Okay. How do I progress forward? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where's Celeste? Where's Celeste's room? There. Ah, Toka. Great. To kill someone just to save your own life. And I've been living with someone like that. I think I might vomit. Is what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was gonna get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. It's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it.
This is very suspicious.
After all, where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me. Okay. No, but whatever. Is Celeste in 1A? Nope. I've spoken to everybody except Celeste. AV room? The DVD. That's right. But I don't have the DVD because I left it in. Thanks. Right. Gotta go back to Sayaka's room. I still don't know where Celeste is. That bothers me a lot. No. Officially my room. My stab wound room. It was in the trash can. Uh-huh. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. What did she see? Might not be related to the case, but it might be worth checking out. I'm sorry, Sayaka, but I need this DVD. Pop this sucker in and see what's on it. Something really horrible, I'm sure. Should be able to use this to see what's on it. The DVD that's did you take the whole trash can with you? Whatever. Let's pop that sucker in. But that... Oh. Hey. An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. The really hot dead girl in the front. Standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Yay, the happy music. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friend she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was, you know, dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
The ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band.
Yeah.
For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful.
But then... Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh. Oh! Oh! What? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had simply collapsed.
Ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to.
Oh.
Here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are.
Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Oh no.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Oh,
It's
okay.
time for the long-awaited class trial!
This should be
Now
good.
then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
If I must.
See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. It's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Boink. Been at this a while, but I kind of want to just... You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Thanks. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? I know. The only one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on, and when I finally stepped on, the doors closed, and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up!
We did what he said and found our seats. Nobody's sitting. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. Oh. Okay. They just X'd out. What's with the empty seat here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, there's 16. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. Look at his hair, it goes on forever. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain of on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, death, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yes. Boop. Increases your truth bullet rate of fire, effective during the non-stop debate and the bullet time battle final strike. What? Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during bullet time battle. I mean, I only have the 2. I think I'm going to stop there. Good way to build tension.